If you haven't seen the previous episode, you might get confused. All right, so this is a really cool view actually. We're looking from the bottom and we can see a very clear separation between the sternal and abdominal sections, which explains the double curve you'll see in the armpit. Okay, so I started with the clavicular origin, wrapping it around, and you can see here how it kind of goes over the volume of the sternal section. That thickness, it kind of wraps over it and then twists around to connect to the humerus. So you can see how the left side that I drew is kind of facing upward. It's kind of like a top plane. And then as it goes towards the humerus, it twists a little bit and now it's facing us. So really cool sheet, kind of like a little strap in there. And now I'm working on the sternal section. That's a very clear one on him at this moment as he's flexing. And the abdominal section right there. And you can see in this area how the muscle bundles will kind of group together in various ways. Like in this one, we're seeing these two groups on the left. There's kind of like two thicker ones, and you got a tiny one in the middle, and then you got another tail coming out on the outside that kind of reaches down a little bit farther towards the abs. So very interesting organization of muscle fibers. And then you can see on the sternal section, I'm just kind of wrapping the fibers over that volume, really showing that up tilt. And I'm going to draw the deltoid in here, just because I kind of want to show you how much of the pec I was actually seeing and how much I invented. So this whole volume right in here is the deltoid, and it's covering up this whole section. So all of this that I'm erasing as making a dotted line, that's all pec underneath the deltoid. And look at how the deltoid actually wraps over the volume of the pec. You can see the bottom edge of the deltoid is a C curve because it's wrapping over the volume of the pec. And then that right there was the acromial section of the deltoid. Okay, other side. Not as much information, but also the armpit is a little confusing. So let's start with what we know. I got the border of the sternum, I got the top border of the clavicle, and then you got the clavicular portion kind of wrapping over the sternal portion and behind it, so you can't really see much. Then right there is a little bump on the left side of the sternal portion, and as it wraps kind of around and behind itself back into the arm. Very, very complicated angle. So you can see the cross contour lines I added for the fibers. See how it's wrapping around the roundness of the abdominal section and back into the arm. So that little overlap on the bottom left corner really helps to show that. And again, the abdominal muscle bundles kind of have that same pattern where you got the ones on the inside, you got two big ones, and then one in the middle that's kind of going up a little higher, and then one on the left or on the outside that reaches down more. Okay, there's the aponeurosis wrapping around the abs. And that's pretty much gonna be it for this one. Very, very, very good pose to study, because this isn't an angle you usually see. So being able to see this angle and see how these muscle fibers, or all these little, the three sections interact together, how one wraps over the volume of the other, goes underneath another, just that play between these volumes, really good to see in this photo. I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson. If you want to see more drawing examples, go to proko.com/anatomy. I have 8 more examples which serve as the answers to the assignment from the last lesson. That's proko.com/anatomy. That's it. Thanks for watching. If you're posting your drawings on social networks, use the hashtag Proko, or consider posting them in one of the Proko Facebook groups. You can find them on proko.com/groups.